welcome to the very first episode of the Me Made Style File. So how this concept has come about is I've been following New York City-based stylist Allison Bornstein on Instagram, and when I saw that she was offering FaceTime styling sessions, I was so excited to book a session with her. So last week we met on FaceTime and she literally helped me see my wardrobe in a whole different way. We went through all of my me-mades and she helped me put together some looks that I'm so excited about. I kind of was stuck in a rut, like wearing leggings with sweatshirts, and just kind of felt like I needed the quarantine dust sort of off my wardrobe. And so she inspired me so much, so I figured, why not do some different episodes just kind of going through how I'm now styling some of my me-mades. So before we dive in, I want to mention one thing that I love about Allison. So she is all about using what you have in your wardrobe and things you already are wearing, pairing with things that you're sort of stuck on how to wear. So it's not about going out and buying a bunch of new stuff, it's really just using what you already have and what you already wear. So that said, in this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Perry top, which is one of my newest patterns. So the Perry top is the one I'm wearing now. It has an exaggerated puff sleeve, kind of a wide boat neck, and then in the back we have this V-neck with the crisscross. So I designed the V-back to be high enough so you can still wear a bra. This sample actually I made out of a bamboo viscose, and because it's so lightly woven, the neck sort of stretched out a bit. So if you follow my pattern directions, you'll be stay stitching the back V. But in this case, with this fabric, I probably should have continued the stay stitching around the entire neck. The other thing I want to note with the Perry is it's designed for lightweight silkies. So if you make this top out of a cotton poplin or a fabric that has a lot of body, your puffs are going to be puffy. So because this fabric is so drapey and light, it works with the puffs to kind of give them that romantic feel. So just know that if you make it with a poplin, you're gonna have like a more exaggerated sleeve, sort of Laura Ingalls style. So I would recommend definitely using a lightweight silky. So for the styling of the Perry top, what I've done here is just, well, let me show you how I was wearing the Perry top. So I was wearing it like this, like untucked, just with leggings. And you know, it's not bad, but what happens is you kind of just get lost in the puff. It's like puff sleeves, no waist. So what we did is just add a belt. So this just gives the top a little bit more shape, and then you can see it just allows the sleeves to really shine, and the back V as well. I'm still wearing it with my basic leggings. In this case, I've just paired it with a boot that I have, a block heel. And if I want to take this one step further, I can pair it either with my fringe bag, which sort of, I feel like gives it a little bit of like the rock and roll look, or I can pair it with this sort of neutral bag, which brings out the boots. The other thing I love is pairing this back to a blazer. I love popping the collar, and it just adds another element, a way to layer the top. I love that you can still see the belt and the straight neckline. And then of course, if you sit down at a restaurant, or one day when we can go to the theater again, when you take off your jacket, you have this beautiful back detail, which I just think is so fun. Look number 2, you may have already seen on my Instagram. This is literally one of my new favorite go-tos. It's kind of giving me the Isabel Marant vibes, and I feel very like myself and comfortable in this look. So Allison explained to me that why this works is the top, the Perry top, is quite feminine. Puff sleeves, the V in the back. So when we pair it back to a little bit more of a boyish, kind of baggy jean, it helps to balance the femininity. There's a couple little details that make this work. So first we tucked in the blouse, then we added the belt. So again, the belt is pretty important here. Then I paired it with a bootie, so just a little bit of a heel there, and rolled a little cuff on the pant. So then we've just paired it with my studded clutch that I've had in my closet forever, And that is look 2. Look number 3 has a very similar formula as look number 2, but I feel like it's just a little bit more dressed down, a little bit more like I feel comfortable just like running errands kind of day to day in this look. So some of the things that are the same are we've tucked in the blouse, added this time a printed belt. So the tuck and the belt are definitely like commonalities, but I added the printed belt for just a little bit of interest. And then same baggy jeans and then a flat. So this is just a flat mule. I think you could do this like with any sort of flat you have. For me, it just makes it so like I can run to the grocery store, I can, be sort of on the move without having a heel. The other thing I love is my Union tote, which is my everyday bag coming from the studio. So just pairing it with like a big oversized tote, for me it just works, and I still feel really put together, but just super practical. So again, all this is just a tuck and a belt, my kind of boyish jean, and in this case with a flat, and this is look number 3. Before I go, I wanted to share one quick hack for hanging the Perry top. So because it has a wider boat neck, it often falls off the hanger. So all I've done is just add a couple little rubber bands on either end of my hanger, and that keeps it in place. Thank you so much for joining me for this very first episode of the Me Made Style File. I hope I've inspired you to think about styling your Perry in different ways, and maybe even other Me Mades that you have as well. So what I've learned from Allison is it can be as simple as just tucking it in, adding a belt, or playing with different accessories and bottoms. So I'll see you in the next episode where we're going to be taking a look at styling the Mercer top. Bye.